Hey guys, welcome to Horrors of History and a new little side bit on my show I would like to call the good old-fashioned Retro Saturday, which has a lot to do with history. I turn this sucker down because this is going to be really loud. There we go. We'll take it right down now. It's kind of cool. This is television that I have. Is actually from the 90s. It's one of the first flat screens. She does not even have what you would call the HDMI port on her. Still has the old-fashioned components. And as I get ready to play, this is Cabela's Alaskan Adventures. Now, back in the day, when the PS2 first came out, a little history to myself. I actually, when I got out of the Army, the first thing I did is I got myself a PS2 Slim and a 19-inch tube television, and I thought I was the king of the block. Little did I know that I was late to the party, and a little later on, the PS2 would be getting replaced by the PS3, which I couldn't replace, and LCD televisions were a thing that were coming around. But I was happy. You know, I definitely was very, very happy at what I had accomplished. And back in the day when these games first came out and Cabela's was actually Cabela's and it wasn't owned by Bass Pro, I used to get excited every November to go down there and pick up a brand new Cabela's hunting game. Now, am I a hunter? Yes, I have hunted before, and I'm thinking next winter, I won't be able to do it this year, to get back out there. And because, I don't hunt just to maim an animal and drop it. I hunt because, well, we need to eat it. And as much as we set back, and a lot of people say that's unnecessary, thinning the herd is actually very much so necessary because those animals can be very destructive. And at the same point, we have already, thinned the packs, the wolf packs up here, and bears, we chase them out. And these are natural predators that would, they definitely would cause these animals to not be as abundant. And we know by their abundancy that they spread diseases, like they get ticks on them, and those ticks carry Lyme, and that gets us very sick. There's a very heavy outbreak of Lyme disease in Rhode Island and southern New England because of such issues. And they also destroy our crops. They come in and destroy whatever food we have because deers will eat everything. And it's a proven fact that they will. So we're going to go out here, and I might have to restart this hunt because I started it and I ended up winging the animal, and it took off to the point where I can't see it. Now, this is one of the easier games that Cabela's put out. Now, the Cabela's hunting, the first-person games are a lot of fun. The third-person ones, I don't know, some of them could be a challenge. The African Safari one, I actually liked. But some of the other third-person ones, no. I was kind of hoping someday they would have released, a fictional one about hunting dinosaurs or prehistoric animals. But they never did. They kind of missed the mark on that. If you ever get the opportunity to, and you are in the area where, up here in Hartford, southern New England, there is a really cool Cabela's store. I think it's got Bass Pro, and then it says Cabela's underneath it. And it has not only a game shop in there, but it also has a game restaurant which sells everything from elk burgers to duck wings, and that stuff's pretty good, believe it or not. The sad side is, yes, it's got a lot of taxidermied animals, but those things are over 100 years old that are in there anyways. You can't get tags for half that stuff that is up there to hunt. It's illegal. So you get to see that. And then they got a really cool aquarium inside there, and I believe they still have an archery range in there too. So it's a full day thing if you're an outdoorsman, and even if you don't hunt, it's a really cool store. If you're into fishing, it's got that stuff down there, and it's got a lot of camping gear and hiking gear, which, you know, I'm pretty outdoorsy. I do a little of everything, especially when it comes to getting out there for you guys and catching you guys some paranormal history and history in general. A lot of the villages that I'll be visiting this summer are actually tucked into the woods, so it's going to take some hiking. I'm probably going to hit some of them in the winter too, because snow does not scare me as much as... I'm not the biggest fan of snow nowadays. It's not because it's not pretty, because it is. Believe it or not, it hurts my hands. I got carpal tunnel. Yeah, here I am playing games, right? So I shouldn't be doing that stuff. But yeah, it's painful for me to actually the wintertime when it comes around. And I get really bad issues with dry skin in the winter. And as much stuff I use, if anybody's got it, I'll leave the comments open for this one. If anybody's got any ideas for the dry skin, because everything I use does not do its thing. I do have a hemp cream that smells good, but it really doesn't do its job. So I got to make sure. Now, when you're hunting this animal, don't make the mistake I did. You can't fire from here as close as that yak is there, and he's charging me. This could cause me an issue. I'm going to drop him. See, I'm going to get in trouble, but he would have killed me.
Okay, that's warning number 1.
So I made sure to take the warning. I got a second warning. I guess I can claim the trophy. I've never been able to do that, so I'll grab him anyways. I'll take the 2 warnings. All right, so I got him. No scope. All right.
We can put that on the high scores list.
So that now when I get closer into the woods, now see up there the stealth bar. I don't know if you guys can see that. Some of these animals you're going to have to duck down. Some of these I can definitely scope, no scope them. But there's going to be an area in here where there's going to be some wolves jumping out at you. I mean, they add that next personality into this. So we'll see. Should be coming up soon. It's around here. So I like to duck down into the reed. I have my camouflage on. I'm getting ready. Should be a wolf popping up around this area here. They are a pain in the butt sometimes to hit, but it can be fun. Let's see. I'm going slow. I should be coming around the other ox soon. I'm going to try to one-shot kill him. I was the one... There he is. Hey, buddy. Oh. No! Oh. Right through the eye. Poor puppy. Yeah. I didn't want to do it, man, but you were forcing me to. Like, I didn't want to. You really forced me into doing what I didn't want to do. Make sure you got a first aid kit out here, because you're going to need it. Man, that did nothing. It gave me a little bit, but man, that did nothing. Let's see, this eating food, I don't remember if... I thought I had bought jerky. I guess I didn't. Oh, man. This could... Oh, nope, can't use the shotgun. That'll get me in trouble. That is not allotted on this hunt. You got to make sure you use whatever gun is allotted to you. No, there he is. I saw him go behind the tree. He's a little far out. I'm not going to get him. Or am I? He stopped. So line up the green. One shot. See you later, buddy. Yeah, I don't see myself ever really hunting a yak. So that's one of the things that is fun about this game. It's almost futuristic. I don't feel as bad because it's a computer animal. It's not like I'm out there really blasting animals. And like I said, I would never blast something unless I intend on eating it. I am not that type of hunter. Last time I hunted, give you guys a little story before we end this. I actually did use black powder. Now, one of the reasons I use black powder in muzzle loading is I believe it gives the animal a fighting chance, because if you miss, well, guess what? You're not hitting anything else afterwards. The other thing with black powder, unlike modern weapons, you're more off to actually injure something and it can run off. With the black powder, I feel, I could be wrong, some of you hunters out there could tell me otherwise, I feel like if you hit that thing with that black powder weapon, it's not getting up. And I've proven that. Like, I shot a deer and the bullet somehow ricocheted and came out the jaw and ended up dropping it instantly. Now, a couple years go back, and my cleaned animal is, it's already gone and everything, but I have my skull out in front of the garage, and I had this beautiful dog. Her name was Delilah. She was a Chow and Shepherd mix, and I didn't think she was going to chew on the skull, but I should have thought twice, because she did. She chewed on the rest of the skull. Maybe someday I'll ask the ex if I can have it back, and I'll show you guys a picture of it. That was my first kill. I felt really bad afterwards cleaning that. It's like I said, I took a life, took a spark, but it fed the family. So just at that end of the point, this is again Ren Drag. I think we've gone long enough, and I did successfully take out the yaks for you guys, and this has been the first edition of History of Horror, where I've gone retro with you guys, and retro is history, and that was, in some people's eyes, was horrible. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Next time we come back, maybe we'll go into some NES on a Saturday. All right, guys, peace out.